Hey there, this is Dwight with Apogee. I'm recording this video for Krista and Dave. Plant-powered living. You guys want to get a new store up and running, and I want to help you with that. I'm so glad that you reached out to me after we had that initial chat, because I think that there's a lot of opportunity to be had here. I'm looking around your existing shop site, and it looks like what you have is mostly affiliate links. So you're sending people off your site to other sites where they're going to purchase, and you're going to get a kickback as that's tracked through. And if somebody ends up purchasing, you get a percentage or a straight dollar value. We're very familiar with the affiliate industry. We've launched a lot of affiliate sites, and we're tracking a lot of those conversions and payouts and things like that through our software. So that's all well and good, but I'm guessing you probably want to have a little more control than that. You, instead of sending people off your site, you probably want to have them be able to shop on your site and be able to add a bunch of products into your own store, choose the pricing, description, and all of that, and then fulfill the orders yourself or pass it through to someone else who's going to do the fulfillment. A full shopping cart sounds like what is needed here. So let's dive into it. I wanted to show you some examples as you requested of our shopping carts. Here's one called Extreme Shock. It is an energy drink. It's particularly focused on college. Actually, this is a very affiliate focused product. You can see description, features, add it to your cart. You can have a coupon coder here and check out. And this is very affiliate focused because they're adding universities over here. And as the people get referred to by college students on campus, those college fraternities and sororities and groups on campus will earn money off of that. So that's one of the shopping carts I wanted to show you there. Another one here. I think this one's a little bit nicer design. We did all of the design and all of the technology for all of these, by the way. So I think this one is pretty nice design. It's called Ken Pavis. He is a hairdresser to the stars. He's been on Oprah Winfrey many times, and he has some hair lines here for Jessica Simpson. I think he does exclusively Jessica Simpson's product line. And so you can see as you're moving through this store, you can see that the products are a nice thumbnail format, whereas in this one they were more of by rows. Let me jump back over here. A little comparison. So each product is on its own row. In this example, every product is kind of a thumbnail. So it's really either or type of option, but as you can tell, we can customize the look and feel to be in line with your design of your site. And so if we go into one of these products, let's say this 21-inch bump up the volume, you can see that if you click on an image, it pops open a larger view. You can go through each image one by one and see the product up close. And if they have different options, we're handling all the different attributes of one product. So you can even have different prices, even different shipping on different attributes of a product. And I'll show you that in a couple minutes here. You can choose the quantity and then go to the checkout. But that's one product checkout system. And we also have some categories over here. You can see that you can shop by price. If I want to see everything between $20 and $50, I just click on that down there. So we can add a little sidebar with some quick ways for them to jump into specific categories of products. So that's pretty nifty. Let's look at another store real quick. Here is Superior Diesel Performance. They're a truck parts company out of Idaho. We made all the design, and this is running on our shopping cart. Our shopping cart, by the way, is called CobraCart. Cobra as in the snake, CobraCart. It's an alliteration. We think it's cute. Anyway, that's the name of it. And you can see this one has a thumbnail version of the products, and you can just kind of slip on through here. If you want to look at some gauges, you can do that. And you can add it to your cart. The cart on this one is over on the right hand side. And you have all the different categories up here. You can choose by vehicle size, etc. Okay, straightforward. This is probably one of our newest shopping carts. And this one is actually on the back end of a website. So this is for the members of the site to view after they log in. And we could do something like that for plant-powered living if you wanted to, for example, maybe have some sort of monthly membership to be part of the the organization. Of course, you'd probably want to have a free membership available, but maybe for exclusive perks and upgrades and benefits, they could pay a monthly membership fee, and you could have a shopping cart back there, maybe even wholesale prices on the products if you wanted to have a wholesale product or cart in the back end. But regardless, this is another shopping cart, and you can see just browsing through here that it's really simple. You click on Add to Cart. It gives you a little message in the top right. If I want to add another one to my cart, okay, now I've got 3 of them there in the cart, and I could go around the site if I want to, and I could see that, oh, I've already got 3 things in my cart up here at the top right. So it has a little icon up there, and I can always jump back to my cart at any time, view, update my quantity, remove items. So it's a little preview of the cart, and then checkout. On this one we have a nice one-page checkout, rounded corners and all the items, and this is our new standard checkout. We can customize this for you, but this is the way that comes out of the box, so to speak, and we think it looks pretty nice. Put everything in one page, just try to make it as simple as possible. If they have a different billing and shipping address, they can just click on or off that, but most people have it the same. And let me close that. Credit cards, etc., they confirm shipping. We have connections, by the way, with UPS, FedEx, USPS, Postal Service, and we also have a connection with QuickBooks. So if you have accounting through QuickBooks, we're pushing all the data directly to QuickBooks. So that's a little aside. But as far as shipping, yeah, we've got all the majors, connections to them. So we can do that in a couple different ways. First of all, we can apply a tracking code to the product. After they check out, they can see, okay, here's my tracking code. I can always look and see where it is in transit. And also, we can do real-time lookups on weight. So if you wanted to get prices and have that based on the weight or the size, we can do real-time lookups. A lot of options there with shipping, and also even printing out labels. So that's some stuff we want to dive into. If you have a particular shipper, we can talk more about that. And we also do connections with fulfillment companies. So if you're going to have somebody else do drop shipping or anything like that, then we can make a connection with another company and just push the data over to them. They can ship it out from their warehouse or what have you. So there's a lot of options there that we've already done and would be happy to do. Okay, so that was the main shopping cart styles that I wanted to show you. Let me show you a little bit about the back office of the site, because the CobraCart is a lot more than just a shopping cart. Here's the order fulfillment, for example. So if you're looking at orders, we can see the total amount. Today, January 30th, we got all of these orders in here. Some of them were captured and authorized by the credit card. Some of them were errors. You can go into any of them and see some more details. You can see why this card was declined, for example. So this one was declined, and transaction was declined, and so you can go to your merchant company, and we can help you get set up with a merchant company, by the way. We have a couple different providers. We'd like to recommend this one. They have really good rates and really good service, but there's a couple options there. So if you want to be able to accept credit cards online, and I highly recommend you do, much better rates than PayPal, then you just apply through a merchant provider such as this, and they'll work with your bank to get all that set up. But where was I? Okay, back here. We're looking at an order. So right here in the order, you can see this one was declined. We've got the details on it, but got all the billing and shipping address information, credit card info of the person that ordered it. And so this is what you would see if you were fulfilling the product, and you see order status default. You can just click on that, and you could change that to reviewed, shipped. So this is just the way that you would keep it organized. If there was an order that came in here and you were in charge of fulfilling the orders, you could just go through there, click on one, put in the box, ship it out, and then mark it as shipped. So then the next person coming in here won't do any overlap, or they'll know exactly where the products are. So really simple, clean product management. We've got advanced searches, ways to download all this data. There's 1,600 results in this table. You can see it's really simple to just add more if you want to view more or do searches. So really clean interface there for orders. I talked a little bit briefly there about credit cards, so excuse me if I skip around a little bit. But credit cards, we are encrypting all the data on there. I want to let you know that we are PCI compliant, which means that we're following the highest level of industry standards when it comes to encrypting data on the server. We get scanned quarterly from a third-party company, and they certify our server. We also follow all the guidelines within our code as far as passwords and access and encryption. So that's all on the up and up, and that's the kind of thing that really has to be taken seriously these days, because there are a lot of hackers out there on the web, and they're constantly trying to get into critical data, and anybody that manages a site can be held accountable if that does get tracked into. So the fact that we have that certificate and we're scanned means that we have that level of protection and a lot less liability if there ever is a problem, which I really doubt there would be, given our weight that we put on that. Okay, let's look up a little bit more at the way the website works. So if you're logged into the website as an administrator, this is a full website. I know that your current site, I believe, is based on WordPress. So what we could do is we could have shop.plantpoweredliving.com just go over to this CobraCart. This would have your logo at the top, and we could even have a new design if you'd like, or we could borrow from the one there. But regardless, if you're logged into the site, you'll see your logo at the top, and we want to have all of our sites be a full marketing system. So beyond just being an e-commerce system where it's selling products, or a content management system where it just allows you to create new pages and edit those pages easily, which it can do, both of those things very easily. Beyond that, it's a marketing system. So we want you to be able to bring new contacts into your business outside of your warm network, outside of your friends and family. I know that you all do a great job of networking, especially on the social networks and at festivals and all sorts of places. I'm really impressed by your networking, but this will allow you to, I think, keep that a lot more organized and maybe even take it to the next level. So one thing you can do in here is you can buy leads. We've made connections with lead providers in there. I showed you that store a little bit there, but you can buy leads for your business. And without going into too much detail there, we're adding more and more providers. But imagine this scenario: if you came out with a new product in your offering, and let's say it was a skin cream for women, you're going to want to perhaps buy some leads that are females, maybe in a certain age demographic. And so you can go into your store, you can buy contacts. These are people that have put their contact information in there, registered for other sites, and said, yes, I'm interested in other marketing offers like this. And then the system will email out to them, or you can call them up directly if you'd like to, or email them directly. But if you'd like to, you could just put them into what's called a drip email campaign, which will allow you to nurture those leads. So let's say you bought 10,000 females age 40 to 50 that may be interested in this skin cream. You could have them here in your contact manager, and you can just purchase them with automatically add them into here, and you can schedule them to receive these drip email campaigns. And what that is basically kind of like a newsletter, but a little bit more personalized than that. So the emails will say, hello, Barbara, and even though it's sending out 10,000 emails, everybody's going to get their first name in it, and it'll have information about the product and the skin cream, and maybe the system will send out another email a couple days later and say, hey Barbara, I just wanted to remind you of this great new product that we just released, and if you act now, you'll get a discounted rate. Or did you know that it also contains aloe, which is great for your skin? And there's a recent study that shows, this and this. So it's just a way to nurture contacts, and it's a proven technique. It's called attraction marketing, and it pulls people in to your site by putting you in front of them in a nice, non-spammy way, in a way that you are giving them more information, personalized, and allowing them to unsubscribe easily if they want to. But when they do want to take that leap, they're going to bubble up to the top of your list. You'll be able to, say, close a sale or answer any questions that they may have, because the system is not only sending them all of these follow-up drip emails, but it's also capturing any replies that they do. And it's also capturing if they open the email, if they click on links in emails, and things like that. So you can see that the marketing system here has all the contacts listed. The color on the left designates the temperature of the lead. You can change that very easily. Name, email, phone number in this column. Last time they were contacted, either by the system or by you manually. Next contact, and then the tags. The tags are very important to this system because they show you where the contact came from. So if they came through a landing page on your site or any particular third-party company, you'll see the tag from that. Or if you just purchase them through the lead store, you'll know which lead provider you purchased them from. So that's where the tags come into play. But beyond that, the tags also show you what kind of marketing has happened to this contact. So here's this person has received the BizOp email, they've gotten a phone call, message, and they're on the drip email list 2 and on email number 18. So they've received 18 emails. And we're constantly adding to this system. So if you wanted to say, see all the people in your list that had a pre-enrollee tag, for example, you could click on pre-enrollee. It's going to filter down that list. Now you'll see they all have this brown pre-enrollee tag on them. And let's say I don't want to see the people that came in through the product page. So once again, I'll scroll down here. I'll take out this row as it loads. Okay, great. Now the product pages are there. So tags are very powerful, allows you to get down to the contacts that you want to message. And then let's say we've filtered it down. Right now it's 4. This could easily be 4,000 people. We've selected them all now. And now I can broadcast out an email to them. So we talked about drip emails. This is a different type of marketing. It's broadcasting emails. You can choose from the pre-written emails in here, and we'll help you set those up as we set up the system. It gives you and your affiliates and marketers ways to stay on message and to broadcast out emails. Or you could write a custom message here. So I could broadcast out this email to all these people, and I can get access to variables. I can add images, all sorts of things into the emails. It's all very... let's see here. Let me just add an image real quick. Might as well show you that. Clip art. How about a tractor? Everybody likes tractors. Save. Okay. So you can see it's really easy to build an email. This is the email content, and we can make that big and bold. So nice, easy way for you to build out emails. We have all the email power of this system goes through our email marketing system, which is called Postal Parrot. But you don't really need to know that because we tightly integrated it into the system. Postal Parrot is sending out millions of emails right now and delivering to inboxes all over the country, mostly on behalf of our clients and partners. These are opted-in messages that they are receiving for marketing offers, but also for updated accounts and things like that that you might get. So this is an email marketing system. You could get an account over here if you wanted to. Just sign up. It's free. You could poke around if you just wanted to use something that we've built that we think is a fantastic alternative and much lower price than the competitors, which are Constant Contact, iContact, Aweber, etc. We think this is a much better offering. But just to let you know, that's how that works. That all of the emails through this system are passed through there, through Postal Parrot. So that's how we're able to offer so much in the way of email and make it so simple. So you don't have to grab a list and download it and put it into another email system and then track it over there. We really wanted to put everything in one system so that you don't have to pay all sorts of different companies and bounce around, and et cetera, et cetera. Okay, so we looked at the contact manager. I think I got a little ahead of myself with that, but I really love the way that works. And one more thing I'll show you, actually, if I can dive back there. Let's look at this contact. So now we're here in a contact page. I can add a tag, new plant tag. Yeah, so it's really easy to add and remove tags. Is basically the gist of this. So not only do the tags get added by where they came from, what marketing has been performed on the contact, but you can segment out people by personality type if you like, or where you met them, things like that, where they live regionally. Now looking down through here, you can see all of the email messages that have gone out to this contact. And if they viewed in a message, you know exactly when it was. It says in plain English, and then you can mouse over and see the exact date and time they opened the email. That's if they view images in the email. We have a tiny little tracking pixel in every email. So that's how we're tracking the email opens. If they don't click on view images in the email, then we don't actually know that they opened the email, but that's pretty standard. But really good information for you to see. So if the system's sending out an email to people, you can come back in here and see, oh, they just opened the email. Maybe a good time to give them a call and talk to them a little bit more about our offering. And you can take notes in here, of course, and add them in yourself. So that is the Contact Manager in a nutshell. You can send out a quick email just to this one person right here. You can get access to your landing page links. It's really handy. Add images, of course, and etc. You can also manage files. So if somebody sends you a file, you want to put it on their contact page, you can do that. We also have full integration with Phone Burner, which just allows you to move from phone call to phone call really quickly. So if you're the type of person that likes to develop your business on the phone, you might want to look into Phone Burner. We actually have better than advertised pricing if you sign up through this system, but it's still an extra, I think $50 a month is what it starts at just for Phone Burner. Just to let you know, this whole system, what I'm going to do is we've got, I know I'm getting ahead of myself again, but you asked a little bit about pricing. So we have our standard price on the CobraCart is $5,000 plus $149 a month for just the software and the platform, the license. But I've been talking to my partners over here, and I really love your business, Plant Powered Living. I want to be a big part of it. I want Apogee to be a big part of it because we love you guys and we love what you're doing there, and we think it'd be a good example of our software in action. And so what I'd like to do is actually offer you the software itself for free. So take that $5,000 off completely and then drop that $149 a month down to $99 a month. So at $99 a month, we'll do all the upgrades. We'll keep the server running. That includes all the hosting, all the support that you need. And then all we ask is, if you have future design work, we have design packages. Those packages are designed till you love it. So if you want us to design the front end of the shopping cart, we'd love to do that. We could do a full shopping cart design with all the branding. We go through a whole process here of creating color schemes based on your demographics and whatnot. And then we go into wireframes where we're doing black and white versions, talking about how exactly that would be laid out in a wireframe format. And then we start getting into maybe imagery and icons, logos, things like that. And then we start creating mock-ups of the site. You can see some examples here of mock-ups, just flat images, and we iterate through that. Now this whole process is unlimited. There's no limit to the number of revisions or hours we spend on this. We just really want you to be satisfied. That's why we call it Design Till You Love It. So that's for $3,000 if you wanted the full website design. There's a landing page there. There's another landing page that we've done. Landing pages are $2,000 for the unlimited design as well. But so we can give you the shopping cart, $99 a month, and then the design. We need to determine a little bit more. If you have one product that you really want to push, maybe the Vitamix mixer or blender, I mean, then you can make a landing page for that, and that's really going to help your conversions because you can push traffic through it. Let me show you our ApogeeINVENT site real quick. You might have already poked around there. And I'll try not to talk too much more here. I know this video is running a little long. But if we're here on our site, we have our products page. And if you go into one of our products page, you'll notice there's navigation at the top. If we jump into the product page vanishes. Or I'm sorry, the navigation vanishes. So that's no longer at the top. This is a landing page. It's kind of a really focused call to action based dead end in a way. You see this bright orange button. This is what we want them to click. We want them to fill out these 3 simple fields. And so we could create something like this for $2,000 each, a full landing page, just designing it from scratch. for each one of the products that you want to feature. And the nice thing about this is you can then buy ads on, say, Google, or we have other ad companies that we could refer you over to, and you can push traffic to just that one landing page, the kind of traffic that's already looking for it. So if somebody's searching on Google for Vitamix mixers, you can buy an ad on there that will display only when somebody's searching for Vitamix blenders. Sorry, I keep saying mixers. And then they'll see your ad, they'll click on it, and the conversion will be much higher if they land on a landing page telling them all about the product, the price, all the benefits and features, rather than if they just landed on your homepage and they had to find their way around to the Vitamix blender. So you can see how landing pages really benefit you. And those are $2,000 each for the full landing page design. $3,000 for the design of the full site. So we'd love to do that stuff for you, but as far as the software goes itself, we can get that up and running for you, as soon as we know which design package you want, and we'll just do that for free. No more $5,000 price tag. That's actually something that this is actually the first one we've offered at that price. Millions of dollars have gone into developing the software, and we'd just really like to see it working for plant-powered living, to be quite honest. Anyway, I talked a little bit about the marketing system. Now I'm going to change gears once again. Going back to the dashboard here of the site. So you saw how the orders work. You saw how the front end of the shopping cart works. You saw the contact manager. You saw the lead store. One thing that can happen on the site here is every one of the landing pages on the site is really easily shareable. So Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, Google+, we have the social media integration here. Makes it easy for you and other marketers in your organization to log in and just share these pages out. Or copy the links, etc. And those pages are editable as well. You can have a blog on here, so I know you're using WordPress for your whole other system, but perhaps we could talk about ways that we could work in another blog, or at least show you our blog. I think it works pretty well. So I'm going to copy the link and then look at my blog. On this site, we have replicated blogs, which means that every member of the site gets their own blog. And that's pretty powerful. I know that you already have contributors to Plant-Powered Living, but I'm thinking if they all have their own individual blogs, that might give them the ability to create their own branding in some ways. Use your platform, which brings you benefit because they're creating original content at your site. It's going to get you ranked higher in the search engines. There's just ways that we could set that up. I think that would work a lot better than WordPress. Of course, they would all go into the main blog as they blogged for you. So there's a lot of options there. This is just an example blog that I have, but we have full replicated blogs, so everybody can have their own one. They can have their own personal homepage as well with this system. It's pretty simple to do that. Whoops. My computer's getting a little unhappy with the number of tabs I have open, but I think it's used to that by now. Okay, here's the home page. Excuse me, get a little water here. Pretty ugly homepage, huh? This is just my replicated homepage. I've kind of torn it apart through some demos. But if you wanted to, every one of the members of your site, your contributors, I guess it'd be a better term to call them, they could all have their own homepage, so their own online business card at your site with your logo at the top. That could be their profile online. More than just a little paragraph and blurb, they could update it at any time. Just clicking on the editor, and we've got a full language translator in here. We've got the ability to upload images. I already showed you that. Of course, they don't need to know anything about HTML basically to do all of this stuff and change around the page. So that's a possibility there on the topic of marketing. So that's the share links page. Every page on the site has the ability to be shared out to the social networks and be replicated for each one of your distributors. Your contributors. All right. Invite contacts. That's an uploading tool. So if you already have a big list of contacts, you can upload it through there, apply the tags, and even send out initial emails and subscribe them to drip emails as you're doing that. And let's see. Also, within the back end of the site, you're going to see a lot of reports. Whoa, sorry, that page just popped up. It's got a countdown timer. Going back, okay, we've got a lot of reports in here, about 10 of them right now. We're adding more. Just trying to keep those reports very valuable and visual. So simple information presented visually is the kind of thing that makes people want to come back and actually understand how their site's working, where the traffic's coming from, which pages people are visiting, and which products they're purchasing and why. It's really powerful. So there's a lot of reporting in there. And then one last thing I want to show you here on the site, and I know I've kind of diverted a little more towards the marketing aspect and away from the shopping cart aspect. But uh, anyway, one of the things I want to show you is the site comes with a full kind of a user manual, but it's a training system beyond that. So we have everything that I've just showed you here, some videos and images and text. You can see the lead store in here. It just tells everybody how to use this. So this is a good reference for you. Of course, we provide unlimited training and help. So whenever you need us, we'll give you help with the site and anything like that. But you can refer to this training system. But beyond that, the nice thing about this is if you have some training and you wanted to say, let's go back to the scenario where you have people paying for plant-powered living memberships, you could offer some training courses in here. It's really easy for you to create your own training courses. In this case, we have a training video series by a lady who's a professional sales trainer. And we can make these available either as an additional purchase to your members or just part of the membership pricing. But let's say I noticed that one of your plant-powered living contributors had something like a 30-day vegan, 6 Eat Raw vegan in 30 days. That's the kind of thing that you could put into a training series, have all the content in every one of these, and what they do is they just go through these and they just check them off one by one. You can see if I haven't finished one, I have to click on Mark Lesson Complete before I move on to the next lesson. And everybody gets a score based on the number of lessons they've completed. So I still have actually one lesson left in each one of these. That's why it has the one icon over there. But just think about that a little bit. If you have some content already created, video, text, images, or even ebooks, you can put it into training series, give it away as it is added as part of a membership, or even a possible upsell on top of a membership. A full training system in here. So that's pretty much the gist of it. Let me know if you have any more questions. We really want to work with you. Thanks so much for the hospitality that you showed during the Plant-Powered Living workshop. I really enjoyed it. I've been singing your praises. I love everything that you guys are doing down there in Encinitas, and I want to come visit again soon. So let's make it happen. Have a wonderful day. Thank you, Krista, Dave. Have a great one. Bye.